So this is the story called Head, Body, and Legs, and it's a Liberian story. So this story originated from the Don people, which is a group of people outside of northeastern Liberia in Africa. And the Don grandmothers and mothers would tell the story to their children to help them understand cooperation better, to help them understand that even though they are the youngest in the community, that they can still lend a helping hand, and that everybody in the community is worth something in it, and that it brings everybody together. So I'm a part of the community, and each one of you are a part of this community in Rachel's unit, in the Residence Life Office, within your own residence halls, and within Leslie University. So we have a lot of different communities, and I thought that this was a great book and story to share with you guys to just help you remind your residents and to remind you guys that we're all part of this community. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. So, long ago, there was Head. And Head would roll around on the ground in Liberia, on the dirt. He would roll around and he would eat mushrooms and worms. And he didn't really like mushrooms and he didn't really like worms. He got tired of eating them every day. And he was like, I want to do something where I can get those cherries off of that cherry tree. So he thought, I'm strong, I can do this. So he rolled himself up a hill. And when he got up to the top of the hill, he pushed with his ears and he rolled down fast and slammed into the cherry tree, hoping that some cherries would fall. Cherries didn't fall though. But when he slammed into the tree, he heard a big ow. And he was like, what was that? And it was arms. And the arms were dangling, can you dangle with me? Dangling down from the tree. And Head was like, what's that? And he was like, those are arms down here, what's going on? He was like, hi, what's going on? Can you see me? I'm down here. And Arms was like, I can't see, I don't have eyes. And Head was like, oh my God, I totally forgot, of course. So he was like, well, I need your hands to help me pick cherries off of this cherry tree. So why don't you join me and we'll pick cherries together? So Arms was like, okay, cool. So he hopped on top of the Head.
Sorry. Is that okay?
We'll continue. So the arms hopped on top of the Head above the ears. So the arms were like this up here, which as we know, that's not where arms go. So the arms in the tree got some cherries and decided to take a nap. So the arms and Head took a nap, and as they were sleeping, all of a sudden, Body rolled in. He's big and wide, and he came and he tumbled right on top of Head and Arms. And Head and Arms were like, what is this? And Body was like, hey, that's me. I'm right here. What's going on? And Head was like, I can't breathe. Can't you see me? And Body was like, no, I don't have eyes.
You have a mouth?
Yes. So, now I lost my train of thought. So Head was like, well, why don't you join me in Arms and you can help us cross the river and get to the mango tree so I can eat some mangoes. And Body was like, okay, that sounds cool. So Body attached himself to Head, and Head attached himself to Body right on Body's belly button, which of course we know isn't exactly the right spot. But so, Arms, Head, and Body swam across the river. Can you do that with me? Swam across the river. And Head was like, this way, that way, left and right. And finally, they got to the mango tree. But then, when they were standing there trying to reach the mangoes, they realized that even with Head and Arms, Head still couldn't reach the mangoes. So Head went and tried to grab these two long sticks that ended up being legs. And as Arms tried to greet the legs, he was like, what are you doing to us? Ow, that hurts. And Arms were like, sorry, I didn't realize that you were legs. And Body was like, hey, I have an idea. Why don't you join us, and then you can help us reach the mangoes. We can all work together. So Legs attached himself to the tips of Arms' hands. Now, of course, we all know that that's not where legs go. So Head tries to tell the Legs to reach up and get the mangoes. Doesn't really work as well. So Body was like, wait, why aren't we being able to reach the mangoes? How come this is uncomfortable? We're not in the right spots. So Head put himself to his thinking test and was like, we need to figure this out. So the Arms, the Legs, the Body, and the Head all thought and figured out that they go to each spot. The head needs to be at the top of the body so he can see everything. The arms need to be on the sides of the body so they can reach up to grab things. And the legs need to be at the bottom of the body so they can help the body stand up straight and tall to reach things as well. And so, body got all in place, head got all in place, arms got all in place, and legs got all in place. And we're able to reach up and grab the mangoes, and head was able to eat the mangoes, and he was like, this is perfect, and this is what I wanted. The end. So moral of the story is that you can have all of these different working parts, and they're not as strong as they can be when they're working together as a team, which I think we all can definitely see that through our office and through the university as well. So I wanted to just share that story with you.
I like it.
Thank you. Yeah. Okay, you can stop.